Is the mic on? Please be on. I swear if you're not on, I will die. Hi, this is a new background. I'm sure I'll tell you a little more about that in the weeks to come. I'm working on this situation at the moment. What I want to speak to you about is something completely different. Well, is it really? No, it's not. Everyone's talking about it. It's the sexual assault stuff on YouTube. I've been watching the videos, I've been reading the stuff, I've been just like getting very immersed in it. I wanted to write a whole blog post about it. I wanted to say that these guys are pigs, they're using their fame and power and masculinity to manipulate girls into situations that they're going to regret for the rest of their lives. I was just gonna, you know, rant. But then I realized that I actually probably shouldn't do that because everybody's already ranted. Nothing that I'm going to say is going to be any different to what everybody else thinks. So I decided that I wanted to make a completely just chatting to you type of video where I'm just authentic and I just can tell you how I feel about the situation and warn you against getting involved in a type of situation like this in the future. It's a big thing. Okay. I have been in situations in my life before where I've also gone down that road where I've been infatuated by someone and that person has used that kind of naive infatuation to get me to do things, which I didn't necessarily want to do. No one wants to do such things, especially when you hardly know someone. So anyway, I've been there, I've done that. It didn't kill me, but it was awful. I mean, it really sucked. And I know that if I can warn you now to kind of look out for the warning signs, then maybe we can stop some of these things from happening. So if somebody asks you to do something with them, and let's say that they're an amazing YouTuber, for instance, you're obviously going to get rather excited because you've seen them on YouTube, you think that you know them, and they're attractive, and you know all your friends are just gonna die when they hear that you're about to go out with this person. If he asks you to a public place, that's probably better. Try to stay in that public place, because if you go on a date with anybody, like a complete stranger for instance, you wouldn't go to a private place with them, especially on the first date, would you? So keep it in the open. If they, you know, want something from you and you don't feel comfortable with it, say no. Don't think that because they are famous and because they might say things about you, that you need to accommodate them. Because I promise you, if you say no to them, they're just gonna say that's fine and go off and find someone else because they are so famous and they can do that, and it's just awful. I think we all idolize these guys because we see them doing funny things and meaningful things each day, but they're actually their own person, and I think we also need to remember that they might have previously not been particularly popular. Maybe they weren't particularly good looking or whatever, and then this YouTube channel that came along kind of blasted them and brought them into a popular space, and as a result they're using this popularity to get their way, because once they start getting their way you kind of get used to it and that's what you want. And if somebody says no to you, you wonder why are you saying no? I would like you to please kiss me, I would like to touch you there, that's what I want, and usually I get things for free because I am me, you know? So anyway, where was I? Don't go for these guys, especially if you don't know them. I mean, if you build a relationship with someone who is a YouTuber and you know, you go through the friendship stage and you start developing a crush and you guys have open conversations about it, then of course this is a whole different thing. But if you're just going on a small little date with somebody, please just ask somebody if it's a good idea. Don't ask your fangirl best friend. Ask somebody who is going to give you good advice and who hasn't necessarily got a preconceived idea of the situation and how they think it's going to be the best thing in the world for you, because it's really not going to be worth it, is it? I mean, gosh. What this whole video boils down to, and I really hope that I haven't kind of said nothing, because I really am not used to speaking without editing and writing things, but I just wanted something to come from the heart, and I think that us girls need to kind of stand up for ourselves. And I'm not saying that the girls who, you know, got into the situation were weak. I just think that they needed someone to kind of explain to them, or maybe they just needed something like this to happen before, you know? In a way, this exposure is terrible for everyone involved, but for all of us, we're all kind of seeing it as a warning. We all deserve the best for us. If we end up wanting to, you know, do something personal with someone, you've got to do it with someone you know. If someone forcefully kind of starts something with you, you need to get out of there as soon as you can. But hopefully you can see the warning signs first. Girls are also kind of sneaky in their own ways. So if we can just all stick together and, you know, alarm bells, stop, no, I'm not gonna go out with you, that type of thing. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop talking now. I hope I made some sense, and I'll be making a new video soon. Bye! I'm trying so hard not to laugh at the situation. It's so bad.
Can I use this for painting?
Oh no.